So if you've ever wondered what kind of documents you will get when you purchase an estate land in Abuja, this video is for you. I've gotten a number of inquiries and questions around what they should expect, especially first-time buyers or people that buy in other cities of Nigeria but has not bought in Abuja, Nigeria before. It is worthy to note that land administration in Abuja, Nigeria is different from every other place in the country. The reason is simple, majorly because Abuja functions with the ministerial form of land administration, while every other city in Nigeria functions with the customary land administration type. All right. So in this video, I'm going to be itemizing some of the land documents you get upon purchasing a plot of land or more in an estate, in an estate right here in Abuja. I'm Jeff Anozie. I'm your favorite real estate consultant right here in the city of Abuja. My goal is to bring you safe and profitable real estate, opportunities right here in the city of Abuja. So number one, upon seeing a property and you are interested in it, the first document you get or is issued to you is an offer letter. What is an offer letter? It is simply a letter or a document that offers you the land. So if you're buying, say, a 150 or a 750 square meter plot of land in Highland City, for instance, we issue you an offer letter. So long as we have discussed, the terms, the amount, and then you're interested in it, we give you an offer letter. The offer letter consists of course, the estate name, this plot size or number of plots you're buying, as well as terms and conditions that come with buying a property in that particular estate. For instance, there are development levies, there are infrastructural fees, as well as time frame to build, etc. Those things are usually found in the offer letter. Now, the goal of the offer letter is to show you before you pay what you should expect from this particular land you are buying in this estate. And then your own, upon receiving the offer letter, is either mailed to you or printed and given to you. Upon receiving it, your duty is to accept. So there's an offer and there's an acceptance. So the first document you receive is an offer letter. Now, once you have seen the offer letter, you have gone, you can discuss with the company, oh, this I don't want, this I want, etc. And then it has, you have agreed on something. Then you reply with an acceptance. So it's called offer and acceptance. And you don't have to reply in terms of, another physical letterhead, official letter. But once you've seen the offer on the document and you like it, you simply, respond with, great, let's go, or simply just go and make your payment. Either ways, it shows acceptance. So number one is the offer letter. Now, number two, upon payment. So once you've accepted, you go make your payment. Upon payment, you get a receipt of payment. Of course, acknowledgement of receipt. That's a document you get as well. For some people, they give you acknowledgement of receipt and a provisional allocation letter. So that's like number three kind of document you get, depending on your payment plan. So your payment plan determines the next or the type of receipt you get. So if you're doing the installment payment plan, of course you get a receipt based on how much you have paid, and then an allocation letter, usually a provisional allocation letter, allocating you the particular plot you're paying for. It's provisional because if maybe somewhere in the future you decide to change your mind about the purchase, or you want to switch, then it can be, adjusted. That's why it's provisional allocation letter. So offer letter, receipt of payment, and then number three, a provisional, an allocation letter. So if you're paying in full, you get a proper allocation letter. For some companies, the allocation letter comes like a contract of sale. So it is like an allocation plus contract of sale, because the terms in the contract of sale is cited in the allocation letter as well. All right, so you don't have to now have a second contract of sale. For other companies, they give you an allocation certificate, and as well as a contract of sale. Okay, now, so that's the number 4 kind of document you can get, is a contract of sale right here in the city of Abuja. I'm driving for an inspection. I'm taking some clients to our estate at Highland City in Sherity, Kabusa, and of course, you know by now that Highland is selling, as at today, the day of making this video, at 4.5 million for a 150 square meter, and we have plot sizes all the way to 750. So if this interests you, send a WhatsApp message to the number on your screen as we go ahead. Now, what other kind of document do you get upon purchasing a property in the city of Abuja? So the 5th kind of document you get is the TDP, a copy of the TDP. So the TDP, which is title deeds plan, it is the site plan of the estate. So some companies can give you, if you request for it, I'm sure they can give it to you, a TDP. In Abuja, we barely do, individual registered survey, right? Because normally the plots as their sizes have been approved by the government, as well as the type of building that ought to be built on the plot. For most estates, before you even start out your building, the estate company, after you have paid your development and usually partly your infrastructural fees, the estate company helps with the excavation before you start your foundation. Reason being that we want to stick to the approved foundation size or building size per plot, because in Abuja, unlike other cities, you buy plots, especially in estates, based on the approved building type of that plot. So for instance, you want to build a block of flats. You cannot buy a 450 square meter, rarely, or a 150 square meter for an instance, and then build a block of flats. You buy a 750 or 950 square meters, depending, which is usually approved for a block of flats. And when you want to start your building, normally, now there are rare cases, but normally the estate company handles the excavation, so that to keep you in check and to ensure that you are within the confines of the approved building size and type. Does that make sense? Right, so which leads me to the 6th type of document you get when you buy a property in Abuja, and that is your architectural, structural designs, so your building designs. Now, because of the nature of land administration in Abuja, the estate company gets the building prototype designs from the government, right? Remember I said that you buy plots based on, what you want to build, right? So based on what you want to build, you then buy a plot, right? Because each plot size and each plot type has a specific building approved, like a specific type of building approved for it. And so the estate company gives you a copy of, the building prototype for that plot of land you have bought or you are purchasing. Some companies add the fees, the building plan fees, to the cost of the land. Others charge you separately for it. But either ways, the estate company gives you the building approval. So the complete building prototype, or building plan rather, building design. All right. So that's the, I think, 6th. I'm sorry I lost count, but that's like the 6th kind of document you get. Now, you've been wondering, Jeff, I'm not hearing you say deed of assignment or irrevocable power of attorney and stuff like that. Well, that's because for most real estate companies and estates in Abuja, those documents come after you have built, especially from a company. Reasons being that there is a law that land ought to be built in 2 years of allocation. So this is so because there is a law in Abuja that all lands need to be developed within 2 years of getting building approval. So 2 years of when the approval is gotten, not necessarily 2 years of when you bought, but 2 years after your building approval is gotten, you're expected to build within 2 years, right? Now, for most people, they are speculators. They are buying because they want to resell later, right? And that's okay. They are buying for investment sake, and that's okay. So because of that, by reason of that, and to ensure that, individuals that bought lands build, within that 2 years of, or at least develop their land within that 2 years of when the building approval is gotten and given, right? They hold on to the deed of assignment until you are at least 70% gone in your building, right? Now, for mass housing estates, right, these are estates that come with letter of intent. There's FCDA letter of intent as titles. At that point, you're issued your deed of assignment, as well as they can help you. The estate companies can help you now process your individual C of O for your plots. All right, because for mass housing estates, the estate companies are not giving C of O for the whole plot. They're just giving a letter of intent, right? And so with the letter of intent, and when you have built at least 70% of your land, they now help you apply for your FCDA C of O. Okay? So, and which now becomes the last type of document you get upon purchasing a property like an estate land, which is an FCDA C of O. Sometimes, of course, like I said, is basically on mass housing lands. For estates that already have a C of O, what you get is your deed of assignment or irrevocable power of attorney, depending on the estate company, and then you can now go ahead and register that with the government. You can also, as well as, go ahead and register a C of O subdivision, right? Because these are things that you can get upon buying an already existing C of O estate land. I hope this helped, right? I hope this is clear and this helps. If I missed anything, please leave in the comment section. I'd like to read from you. If you have any question, please send me a WhatsApp message with the number. And if you're looking to buy an estate, invest in an estate property, or buy a land or more in an estate within the city of Abuja, I am happy to help you with that. I hope this helped. Note these when you're buying your next or your first property in the city of Abuja. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy a fantastic day. If this video helped you, kindly share with your other contacts. Like, comment. I'd like to read from you if your thoughts, if you have questions, if you have addition, if you have corrections. I'm happy to read from you. Enjoy a fantastic day. Bye for now.